It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday night. And you know what that means? It's time for SciFridays. As always, I'm your host, the Captain, bringing you the best in sci-fi from years gone by. And, as always, SciFridays is brought to you by RU Game, the best collectible video game, magic, role-playing, toy store, and more, located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Piqua, Ohio, 45356. And you can find RU Game on Facebook. You can find the Captain on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now TikTok with my other show, Talk and Roll. I appreciate the guys that are going over there to Talk and Roll and checking it out. Wish more of you would. I'm not going to lie. But, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. So, but those who do, I greatly appreciate it. Talk and Roll, by the way, is my other show on the Talk and Roll channel. It's TALKNROLL. Talk and Roll with Hawk and the Captain. But we're doing that. It's a slow build, and I know not all you guys dig heavy metal and rock music and stuff like that. But a lot of cool interviews over there, so you can go check that out. And I switched it up last week because some of these shows have ended, and some of them are ending, and more of these are getting close to ending. So the Captain's been finding some more sci-fi, but we're going to keep the ones going, and we're going to bring you some more ISIS. ISIS is a classic. Last week you had the crossover with Shazam. And it's funny because I went back and reread it, and it's like ISIS will be in Black Adam, and she did not appear in Black Adam. DC has a weird relationship with ISIS. They did the comics, then it disappeared for a while, then she reappeared, then she came back in New 52 in 52, and she became the girlfriend of Black Adam, and then she's disappeared again. So I don't know what's going on with that character, and it's a shame because that's a good character, especially when DC brought her back. But you can't get ISIS into DC Comics, so we're going to give you ISIS here on SciFridays. And this is ISIS episode 13. And this is Girl Driver. Because, back in the 70s, girl drivers weren't a thing, I guess. I don't know. But here you guys go. Enjoy.
"O my queen," said the royal sorcerer to Hatshepsut, "with this amulet, you and your descendants are endowed by the goddess Isis with the powers of the animals and the elements. You will soar as the falcon soars, run with the speed of gazelles, and command the elements of sky and earth." 3,000 years later, a young science teacher dug up this lost treasure and found she was heir to the secrets of Isis. And so, unknown to even her closest friends, Rick Mason and Cindy Lee, she became a dual person. Andrea Thomas, teacher.
Almighty Isis.
And Isis, dedicated foe of evil, defender of the weak, champion of truth and justice.
For Auto Club president. It's a big fuss.
I'm familiar with Mac. He's one of my students. What's all the fuss about?
Do you know Freddie?
Name doesn't ring a bell.
I'll stop by and introduce you.
Fine.
Miss Thomas, Frederica Carlson. She's what the big fuss is all about.
Hi, Miss Thomas. Cindy told you about the Auto Club election?
Yes, now I understand what the fuss is about. We've never had a girl run for Auto Club president before.
It's not such a big deal. I helped my dad out at the garage here, but I guess some of the boys don't think that girls are fit to mess with cars.
Freddie's going to show me how to fix a flat tire in case of emergency.
Great. Listen, I have this letter to mail. Excuse me.
Sure, Miss Thomas. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Freddie. Be back shortly.
You like her?
She's neat.
Told you.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Miss Thomas.
Mac. If it isn't Mr. Hot Rod himself.
Hi, girls.
Where's your sports car, Mac? I hardly recognize you without it.
I came to pick up my dad's station wagon. I can't exactly drive two cars at once, can I? Where's your dad?
He took the day off.
Oh, no.
Well, what's the matter? Don't you trust me to rotate a set of tires?
You worked on my dad's car?
Why not?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. As long as you didn't touch the engine.
Oh, that reminds me. I think your carburetor's off and needs adjustment.
There's nothing wrong with the carburetor. I checked it myself. Besides, I don't think you know a carburetor from a piston rod.
Talk about a chauvinist pig.
That's me. Oink, oink.
Very funny. Ned, watch out for that gas can! Oh, no! Cindy, call the fire department. I'll try and move these gas drums.
Watch out. If those drums ignite, this whole place will go up.
Mighty ice.
It wasn't me who left that gas can there. Some auto club president you'd make.
Mac Leonard?
Mac's right. A good mechanic is always responsible for whatever happens in your shop.
I guess you're right, Isis. I'll go get a mop and clean this up.
I'll help you.
That's telling her. Maybe now she'll leave mechanics to her dad.
It's just as much your fault. Careless driving is a sure way to get yourself or somebody else hurt.
Oh, Isis.
I think you owe Freddie a hand while I call the police department and tell them everything is all right here.
Girls.
Hello, Cindy.
Hi, Tut.
Okay. What's this about?
This whole thing is stupid. Freddie's not qualified to run for Auto Club president, and she knows it.
I'm just as qualified as you are.
As Auto Club advisor, mind if I butt in?
Dr. Barnes, please.
Now then, just why are you so sure that Freddie isn't qualified, Mac?
Because she's a girl?
Here we go again.
Mac, that attitude is pretty old-fashioned.
Being a mechanic is a man's job.
Did I hear something about a man's job? Cookies, anyone?
Sure. They look good. Thank you. There they are. Delicious. Mrs. Livingston's home ec class is finally paying off. I hear you, Tut.
Say, I've heard about this rivalry. You could solve the problem with a rally. Then the loser could drop out of the election.
You mean a race?
No, a rally. That's a terrific idea, Rick.
What's a rally? It's a timed course where you follow a map, but you don't race for speed.
It's a test of skill and driving ability. Can you handle it?
Okay, Mr. Mason. Freddie, you're on.
Hey, girl driver. Give up yet?
You want your carburetor fixed, or did you just come by to blow off hot air?
Ah, temper.
Maybe you're right. I guess he is scared.
Who's scared?
Not me.
Prove it.
You bet I will.
Oh, no sissy rally. I'm in a drag race right now.
On the street?
Right, on the street.
Come on, Mac.
Hey, Cindy, you keep out of this. Chicken?
You've been asking for it. No, Freddie. I know what I'm doing. You're going crazy. Somebody's got to teach him a lesson.
Freddie, please don't.
It's okay. Ready when you are.
All right, I'm ready.
No, Freddie.
Cindy, give me the key.
No, I won't. Only fools race in the street, not Auto Club presidents.
Give it to me.
Please, Freddie. You know better.
Okay, Cindy. I'm not going to lose my driver's license because of you.
I knew it. You are chicken.
Yeah? We'll just see about that. I'm going to run rings around you at that rally.
No girl is gonna beat me.
You prove it. If you've got the nerve to show up.
You'll see.
Here are the maps and timesheets for the first heat.
Thanks. You'll have the first checkpoint, Andrea. Then Rick, Cindy, and I will be at the finish line.
That means Mac starts first and then Freddie.
Right. 5 minutes apart. Let's synchronize our watches. In 5 seconds, it'll be 5 minutes after the hour. Mark. Okay. Now remember, this is not a race. It's a test for accuracy of being able to pass your checkpoints at the right time. Freddie, Mac, into your cars.
Good luck.
And remember, rallying tests your skill at following maps and in safe driving. Nobody wins points for racing. Well, that's it then. May the best man, best person win. On your mark, get set, go.
Turn up left fork at Logan City, sign. Good luck, Freddie.
You're doing very well. Freddie should be by a little later.
Unless she's lost.
Drive safely. You ready? Go. You're 7 minutes off. What happened?
I didn't see the Logan City sign. Somehow I got lost.
How could you miss it?
I don't know. Well, what's the use? I might as well give up.
Now, that's just the attitude that Mac expects. Don't be a quitter. Freddie, you still have a chance.
Okay, I'll show him.
Atta girl. You ready? Get set. Go! Just doesn't sound right. That sign was there when Rick and I drove by.
Mighty Isis.
I think Mac needs a little lesson in cooperation and fair play. Oh, zephyr winds which blow on high, lift me now so I can fly. Oh, Mother Earth, assist me now to block that road across your brow. Very good. Now, up that road. That's fine. Nothing like a mutual problem to bring two people together.
Need some help?
No, I'm doing just fine myself.
Hi, Miss Thomas.
Hello, Miss Thomas.
Hello, you two. Looks like you have a problem.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I've got some chains, but I don't think Mac wants any help from a girl.
That's too bad. If you two can't cooperate, then that's it for the rally. You'll both lose.
That's not fair.
There's nothing I can do except tell Mr. Mason and Dr. Barnes.
Okay, we'll use your chains and we'll move this pole together.
Good idea. See you at Mr. Mason's checkpoint.
Come on.
Hey. Thanks for not spilling the beans about the signpost.
Signpost.
I knocked down the Logan City sign so you wouldn't see it.
So that's how I got lost.
Yeah, it was a dumb trick.
Sure was. Oh, come on, let's forget it. Let's start fresh from here.
You mean you aren't going to get mad and cry or anything?
Look, do you want to finish this rally or don't you?
Sure.
Well, then let's move it.
Well, all right, but I'm going to beat you.
We'll see.
They're both going to be a little late.
You know something I don't?
I do. Ran across Freddie and Mac about 5 miles back. They're working on a problem, but they should be solving it about now.
Okay. Let's go. Now you go first, Freddie, and I'll follow you in exactly 5 minutes as the rules say. No tricks this time.
Thank you, Mac.
Good luck. 2:13 exactly.
So have I. That was a nice gesture of you to let Freddie go first. I'm glad you made friends.
Thanks, Miss Thomas. She's not so bad. For a girl.
Okay. On your mark, get set, go. Well, we better get to the last checkpoint.
Right.
I'd say you did quite well, Freddie. As soon as Mac arrives, we'll add up the score.
Wind that carries me afar, now be a cushion for this car.
Okay, let's go.
Isis, thank you. Thank you very much.
This caused your blowout.
Oh, it must have been that sign.
Well, you're going to have a lot to tell your friends when they get here.
And then the next thing I knew, Isis slowed down the fall of the car, and I drifted down to the ground just as gentle as a feather.
Well, we can all be thankful that Isis was there to save you. Of course, none of that would have been necessary if you hadn't knocked down that sign and got a nail in your tire.
I realize that, Dr. Barnes.
Another thing, you're going to have to forfeit the rally.
Well, Freddie deserves to win. She's a darn good sport.
Mac, I'm a little surprised and pleased to hear you say that.
Freddie's also a darn good driver.
Well, then, what about her running for Auto Club president?
About her running for president.
Well,
She's got my vote.
Snoopy? Looks like someone didn't have a good breakfast like I did. A Cheerios breakfast.
When you fuel up with a nutritious breakfast like this one with tasty low-sugar Cheerios, those O's will help keep you on your toes.
Mine, Snoopy. Mine, Snoopy.
You're on your toes.
That was mine, Snoopy.
With Cheerios.
West Coast Furniture breaks the credit barrier. At West Coast Furniture, your credit is okay. We guarantee it.
For the grand opening of our second showroom at 30th and San Pablo, get a free TV with any purchase over $5.99. Buy furniture, appliances, stereo, even a VCR, and get a free TV.
No one is ever turned down for credit at West Coast Furniture. No one.
Call now for instant credit. 800-222. You are okay.
So, I hope you guys are digging ISIS. Still digging ISIS, man. I love how they have the guys at the end. Is she? You know, and it's always the glasses. Although, you know, I thought that was a thing until I was wearing my glasses one day and I turned on my phone and my phone wouldn't recognize me because I had my glasses on. Yeah. So I guess glasses are a viable disguise. So we're going to cruise on into the still staying in the Filmation universe, and we are going to the last episode of Space Academy. You know, had a good run. Weirdly, 15 episodes, but it was the 70s, so, you know, you never knew how many episodes you were going to get back then. But it did run 15 episodes. And I keep staring. I was like, man, you know, these, like I said, I'll go on this again. Tirade, man, we really need those ships to be introduced into the G.I. Joe or Star Wars 3 3/4 inch. You put them in there, just set them aside. Even though their ship kind of looks like the ship from V, which is another toy line that they need to bring back. And since Reaction, those original figures look like Reaction figures, they should just go ahead and make them. So, all right, here you guys go. This is Space Academy episode 15. The last episode, Johnny Sunseed. Enjoy.
Welcome to man's most magnificent achievement in the conquest of space, the man-made planetoid, Space Academy, founded in the star year 3732. Here we have gathered young people from the farthest reaches of all the known worlds. They have been chosen for their unique abilities and are being trained to cope with the mysterious, the unknown, the unpredictable dangers lurking in the vast darkness of space.
Please try not to get underfoot. Oh, these are from the satellite space farm, are they?
Excellent. You're doing a fine job.
Thank you, Commander. We've been using the Solanum tuberosum in the commissary for the last week or so.
The Solanum tuberosum. How very nice.
Well, I guess I'd better head back to the space farm.
In a moment, Paul. As you know, there is considerable feeling at the Federation that the expenses of the Space Academy are running too high.
Running high.
One of the leaders of the opposition is a very eccentric man. He is not a friend of the Academy. His name is Johnny Sunseed, and it is he who will appear today on an inspection tour.
Sounds as though you know this man pretty well, Commander.
Indeed I do. He's my brother.
Attention all personnel. Professor Sunseed is now docking in Space Station 5. All courtesies will be extended. Cadet Depot will escort the professor to Academy Control.
Sir, it is my duty to inform you that there are certain Academy regulations that I must...
Now, you just listen to me, you little mechanical beast, you. I may be here on official business, but I am also here on a mission of deliverance, a mission to free mankind from the domination of machines, especially talking machines.
I'm glad I'm a talking machine and not a squawking bird.
Oh, Adrian.
Adrian? Has Paul taken off to the space farm yet?
What?
What's the matter with you? Has Paul lifted off for the space farm?
4 hours ago.
Please be quiet. We're working.
Good morning. Good night.
Adrian? Adrian, wake up!
Good morning.
I have 2 people in sick bay right now with the same symptoms. Silliness, detachment, and an inability to do their jobs properly.
That could be serious. Take her to sick bay at once, Tigar, then report.
Hearken, you slaves to the machine. I have come to free you, to liberate you from the bonds of technology.
Break your chains. Break your chains. Commander, I've been trying to tell him.
We'll have none of it. No machine for us. Be quiet, machine. Now then, who is in command here?
You know who's in command here. Welcome, Sunseed. I trust you're well.
Well enough. Greetings, Gampu.
Tigar, the sick bay.
Yes, Commander.
It's Tigar's sick bay. Hurry it up. Ta-ta.
Trouble in your technological paradise?
Nothing that need involve you, Sunseed. I'm sure you have much larger concerns.
Well, now you know why I'm here.
To gather information in your efforts to eliminate the Space Academy? The same old mischief?
The same old mischief. You hear that, Fracture?
Same old mischief. You tell him, Sunseed. Same old mischief.
No, Gampu. I act solely on my desire to help humankind back to the natural life from which it sprang.
And throw away thousands of years of scientific achievement? Really, brother?
Pollution, radiation, war. Gampu, you've never understood my goals. We are different, very different.
Perhaps we are. And though our views may be different, we are still brothers, I hope.
It seemed by now, at 300, that you would have outgrown all that sentimentality.
I hope I never do.
Commander, it's Lieutenant Trias.
Thank you, Laura. Proceed, Lieutenant.
This is gonna sound strange, sir.
Explain, please.
Well, Cadet Horton's been doing some odd things.
Such as?
Such as programming the computer to play, Martian folk songs. She's been acting weird, sir. We took her to sick bay.
We'll look into it at once, Lieutenant.
Commander,
What is it, Laura?
Paul must be on the space farm by now. He's heading straight for the Academy.
Problems in your outer space paradise?
Good heavens, what does he think he's doing?
Paul? Paul, what's happening? Paul, are you all right?
What's happening? Whoa! I'm having fun, that's what's happening. You bet I'm all right.
Paul, this is Commander Gampu. You get that ship into dock immediately. That is an order.
Yes, sir, Commander. Here I come.
He's buzzing the Academy again. He's on a collision course.
Laura, get him on a tractor beam.
I got him.
candidate for sickbay.
I'm afraid so. Laura, see what you can do to help Tigar.
Right away.
Now, you know I must consider these events in my reports.
I do?
Well, I would like to see the Academy's famous space farm with its remarkable plant grower.
Very well. Your guide will be, Peepo.
A machine? I'll have none of it.
Come on, lost their bearing.
Well, on your terms then, Gampu. But if you're going to allow that machine to watch over me, then the least I can do is allow Fracture to watch over you.
Don't leave me, Sensei.
Now you take care of him, Fracture.
Come on.
Chris, that is your responsibility. Good luck.
Hello, Chris.
Come on, machine.
Your brother's quite a man.
Yes, he's difficult and pig-headed and very dear to me. Yes, he's quite a man. My brother.
We're just about there, Professor.
Electronic garbage. I can hardly wait, Peppo.
My name is Peepa.
So this is it, huh?
Well, whatever it is, Paul's almost over it.
Yes, but what is it?
Systemic imbalance. It's the only thing that can account for all this odd behavior.
But how?
I'm betting on something they ate.
Food.
It's the only way, Laura. Hey, what about the plants on the space farm?
Paul said that the commissary's been using them for a week. Do you think...
I'll bet you a handful of Arcturan diamonds that's what it is. Come on, let's go tell the commander.
Bosh and tosh. Completely unnatural in taste and smell. Where's that glorified transistor that's responsible for all this?
If you mean our electronic plant grower, there is one in every branch computer building on the space farm.
Let's have a look at it. I'm beginning to feel a little bit dizzy, Peppo.
My name is Peepa.
If your conclusions are correct, Tigar, the plants may indeed be the cause of the cadet's illness. We'd better impose quarantine on the space farm until further notice.
Good, Commander. In the meantime, I'll be working on some more tests. Oh, Paul and Adrian responded to the treatment favorably. And I've already put them back on duty.
Excellent. Oh, the quarantine alert. I'd better speak to my brother. I want him and people off that satellite immediately. This is Commander Gamble calling satellite SF-1. Control room.
So, this is Gampu's mechanical marvel, eh? It's not a plant grower, it's a plant destructor. It's time someone shut it off.
It can't be shut off from here. It's linked with the Academy's power system. Please, Professor, don't touch that.
Infernal machine!
What's happened to the lights? Chris, check immediately.
Engineering, what's the problem?
There's an overload coming from outside the Academy. It's jammed our generators.
Any idea where it's coming from?
It may be the EPG computer on the space farm. We've switched to emergency reserve.
The EPG? How could that affect the Academy?
It might happen if its poles of energy distribution were reversed in some way.
Commander, we're drifting. All controls are out of commission.
We're doing more than drifting. We're being pulled toward the space farm.
This
We read you, Peebo. Proceed.
We have a serious problem here, Commander. The EPG is badly damaged.
Did Sunseed have something to do with that?
He tried to shut it down at Branch Computer 1. It started a chain reaction. Just before that, he acted strangely, kind of like the way Paul and Adrian were acting.
Then it is the plants.
Is he all right?
Semi-conscious, but all vital signs are near normal.
Peebo, are you all right?
Yes, sir. But...
Hold on, Peebo. We need you to analyze the frequency. We must counter the machine. It's overloading our power systems.
I am losing, unable to
Peebo? Peebo! His compact has failed. Probably a result of EPG reversal.
Commander, we're within 20 minutes of colliding with the farm.
We'll have to use pressor beams to slow down the Academy.
Seekers 1, 4, and 5 are equipped with pressors.
Good. Prepare them for immediate liftoff.
Yes, sir.
Attention, please. This is Gampu calling Sunseed. Do you read me? Sunseed, come in, please.
Seeker 1, ready.
Seeker 4 ready.
Seeker 5, ready.
Seekers 1, 4, and 5, launch.
Activate pressure beams.
Orica, Chris.
Estimated collision with the space farm, 12 minutes.
Peebo, Sunseed, please answer. Do you hear me? Come in, please, come in! Listen to me, Sunseed. Do you remember long ago when I was lost? You came to me. You gave me your strength. Let me do that for you.
Help!
Yes, brother. I will help you. Johnny? Dear Johnny, let me see through my eyes what you see through yours. I can. I will. Gather up your strength, brother. Get up from the floor. You can do it. You must do it. Go to Peebo. You can make it. I am with you. Peebo can be reactivated. There is an alternate frequency switch on his back plate. The switch is red. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
Switch it to the on position.
Thank you, Professor Sensei. How are you?
Fair to middling.
Do you read me, Commander?
Indeed I do. Your voice is music to my ears. How is my brother?
In his own words, Commander, fair to middling. I am now analyzing the EPG computer's frequency spectrum.
Quickly, Peebo.
Seeker 1 to Academy Control. Come in, Academy.
This is Academy Control.
Contact with the space farm, 14 minutes.
All seekers maintain pressor beams at full strength until further notice.
Oracle, Commander.
Calling Control. I have analyzed the EPG computer and find that it is operating on the super high frequency range.
Can it be deactivated?
Sir, I may be able to zero beat the machine's heterodyne. If I can match it,
my people. The Seekers can't hold back the Academy much longer.
Technological mumbo-jumbo.
We've done it, Commander. We've done it.
My dear people, you've done it.
Yes, sir. Beppo, you sure have.
Seekers 1, 4, and 5, this is control. Deactivate pressure beams, please. The Academy's power and propulsion units have been restored. Chris?
Yes, Commander.
Please fly to satellite SF-1 and pick up Peepo and my brother. And Chris, take good care of them.
Oracle, Commander. With pleasure.
Well, brother, I assume you will return to the Federation and give your report?
My first stop. Of course, you will be duly informed of my comments.
I can hardly wait, Sunseed.
Now, there is one thing I must concede. Technology and nature can live together, with an occasional blunder, of course, which is only human.
You've taught us something as well, Sunseed. We've learned that nature cannot be forced. She must be accepted and respected on her own terms.
Well, now you've taught me something, too. You know, some machines can be friends, like Peppo here.
Thank you, Moon Seed.
Take care, machine. The name is Sunseed.
Mine is Peepo.
Humbug, Pashantosh, Peepo, Peppo.
Cease and desist, the both of you.
Commander, maybe Sunseed could stay on.
Right. The new space farm could use somebody like you.
With your knowledge of botany?
And herbal medicines, why there's so many questions we'd like to ask.
How about it, Professor?
I'd like that. I have a few things I've got to attend to first, but I will be back.
Is that a promise, brother?
That's a promise, brother. And we'll bind it with fracture here. You know, I think he's taken to your academy. Smart bird.
Show me my orders, people. On the double.
Be quiet, Fracture. People's been through a lot today.
I've been through a lot, but one more out of you, and your name will match your condition.
Ahoy, Amy Hearties. Come on there, people. Walk lively. I'll make you walk. Come
Donkey Kong Jr. cereal. It's pretty wild.
In every fruity bite of Donkey Kong Jr. cereal.
Wild. Told ya.
It tastes like fruit and it's lots of fun. New Donkey Kong Jr. cereal.
New Donkey Kong Jr. cereal is part of this complete breakfast.
It tastes like fruit and it's lots of fun.
It's wild with fruit flavor.
Donkey Kong Jr. cereal.
You're going, you're moving, you got to keep moving. Can't hold you back, you got it bad, you're on the go.
On the go. Cause you know you gotta show. You keep it moving, keep it grooving. You just can't take it slow. Together on the go. McDonald's and water pounder, large fries. McDonald's and icy Coke and apple pie. McDonald's and you.
So, you know, we hit 12,000 subscribers, and I said it once, I'll say it again. We hit 15,000 subscribers. One lucky winner gets this. Look at that bad boy. That is thick. That is a $59.99 cover price for the He-Man and the Master Universe action figure. And mind you, it's a little dated now. because, you know, they're releasing new figures. Same with my Star Wars one over there. That was immediately dated right after I picked it up. But it does help. I'm not going to lie. I've used these to find weapons for figures and all that fun stuff. So if you're a collector or you just like He-Man related stuff, this is a cool item to have. And we're going to give that away when we hit 15,000. I know it's 3,000 away, but it's not, you know. I know it's not going to happen by the end of the year, but, man, it'd be nice if it did, but I'm not going to complain. Because, man, you guys, 12,000. That's crazy. I never thought I'd have 1,000 subscribers, but, you know, 12,000, jeez. It's insane. So, I hope you guys like Space Academy, because that's it. It's done. It's over. It's finite. So, we're going to go to something else next week. I've already got more stuff in the works. But there's other shows that are going to end. Because we're going over here to Starlost. And this is the next to last episode. We have one more after this one. And then we'll be done with that. So, man, I'm burning through sci-fi television shows big time. You know, I'll probably bring back maybe some, maybe a Friday the 13th, the series. Just, you know, not the whole horror night, but maybe do a little horror show here and there. And bring back some Space Above and Beyond. We'll figure it out. So, and somebody asked me about Otherworld. Ran all of Otherworld. So you go back to the old episodes, you can find the entire run of Otherworld. So this is Starlost, episode 15, The Beehive. I watched this entire episode. There was not one woman with a giant hairdo. I don't know what it's about. So, enjoy.
The giant Earthship Ark, drifting through deep space over 800 years into the far future. Its passengers, the descendants of the last survivors of the dead planet Earth, locked in separate worlds, heading for destruction. Unless 3 young people can save the Starlost.
Get his feet. They swarmed all over him. He must have taken 100 stings. Something upset them, and if you want to know what I think, it's damn vibration echoes. Sending the bees' signals back. Maddens them. That's what did it. You can't upset them. Don't you understand that yet? Anything will do with equipment, strangers. What are you 3 doing here anyway?
Your wife let us in.
Well, she shouldn't have, so you can leave right now. Keeble, get him out of here. Instruct security that we don't want any more interruptions.
Look, I don't intend to be pushed out of here or anywhere until I find out what I came to find out.
Every communication system in the bounce tube signals automatic alarm at station C100. Something's going on in here.
Nothing's going on in here. I ought to know. I'm the director. And, just what kind of alarm are you talking about?
We checked it on the sphere projector. The sensors picked up signals. They translate as impending threat. That's all we know.
Impending threat? This is a zoological station. We specialize in honeybees. If there's any threat in honeybees, this ark is in worse shape than we think it is.
You can't blame them. They came here in answer to an alarm.
Well, they've seen that everything's all right, so they can leave now and let us get on with our work. Keeble and I have to calm down this wall.
We haven't seen anything. Look, maybe something's up even you don't know about.
What are we supposed to think, finding something like this?
Kalisher, he's a damn fool. Too young, too ambitious. Understanding bee talk, my eye.
Your helmet, Dr. Marshall.
No.
He's coming around. Don't let my husband throw you. He takes his duties very seriously. You see, he became director here 27 years ago when the entire place was run down. There were no personnel. Everything was a shambles. Now we're the best-run zoological lab in the Ark. As for him personally, he's under a terrible strain at the moment. But he's really a marvelous human being. And I would never take too seriously anything that comes to you through the communication system, because it is, after all, unmonitored. It'll say anything.
Does this happen often?
We're all stung, as a matter of course, yes. But no, this can only happen when the colony is upset. Normally they're peaceful.
If this is a zoological lab, where are the other animals?
There are no others. We are specialized entomologists. We specialize in a few dozen of the more interesting of 20,000 insects of the superfamily Apoidea of the order of Hymenoptera. The Ark has always kept bees for emergency food supplies and to stock the planet that we finally land on. But for us, honey's not important, or even the cross-pollinization, which is the bee's main duty. We are fascinated by their habits, by their social organization. Kalisha here wants to know what they talk about.
I don't know, there's something about this place still seems weird to me.
I agree. I think we should check that communication warning was false.
Well, look around. Keeble will take you.
Wait a minute. You two go. I want to talk to Kalisher.
You're going to be groggy. The antivenom was fairly strong. How do you feel?
Oh, what happened to me? I remember.
I narcotized you, but you're going to feel the stings for several days.
Oh, they came out of nowhere. They were all around me. They attacked like crazed beasts.
Easy, Ron.
Beekeeping is thousands of years old. Nothing really changes. Our best strains are the Italian, that's yellow, the European black bee, and a couple of races of grays, the Cariolan and the Caucasian. Those hives hold about 100,000 each.
Can you tell me what really happened in there? Why did they attack you?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. I can't figure anything out. My tapes, I've got to play them over.
Well, everything looks all right, I guess. That communications alarm must be out of kilter or something.
What did you hear?
What did I hear? Well, what is there to hear except that interminable humming? It defies all the logical rules of communication. I mean, we've already got 162,000 meaningful expressions from the dolphin. And even I can translate 30,000 of those with the naked ear. The rest the computer takes care of in split seconds. Gulls are so damn limited, you can get their whole vocabulary into a half-inch reel. Well, chimpanzees are nothing orally, but they're terrific at sign language. We even have a machine to do sign readouts. Those bees.
Just what are you saying?
There's no communication in the ordinary way. But what puzzled me was how they could just go on humming interminably and never say anything. And that's when I thought of the principle of radio broadcasting. You've got this carrier wave, which goes out more or less steady. And then you modulate it so that someone can receive the carrier waves and interpret the modulations into literal meanings. So why couldn't the bees do this? Modulate the humming, which could be the carrier waves? So all I did was simulate the same kind of sound on my sonic box and modulate it with an interrupter, purely at random. I was concentrating on it so much, I just forgot. And when I looked up, they were diving in at me from all directions, attacking as though they hated or resented me, or were infuriated. What's that?
I don't know.
Sounds like pellets hitting the door, like handfuls of gravel.
Pete is out there. Pete, can you hear me?
Can't be. Bees told me.
They are. They're attacking. They're battering the iris with their bodies like bullets from a machine gun.
Pete, are you all right? Pete? What's that buzzing?
Must be the swarm. Dr. Marshall must be having trouble getting them back into the hives.
Should you be helping him? Maybe we're keeping you.
I don't know. Dr. Marshall? Dr. Marshall, this is Keeble. Do you need our help? We'd better get back. They may need us.
Pete, can you hear me?
I've never heard anything like it.
Supply bunker. Heat and movement sensors report on the presence of Dr. Marshall.
Supply bunkers vacant. Supply bunkers vacant.
Check service gallery A15. Check service gallery A15.
Service gallery A15 vacant and sealed. Vacant and sealed.
I did not issue orders to seal service gallery A15. Why is it sealed?
Automatic sealing triggered by escape of bees. Estimated 35,000 bees from hive CMA swarming in service gallery A15.
Well, who let them out?
What's happening, Dr. Marshall?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be so irritable. Oh, what a time for another swarm. The poor man already has his hands full with a bunch that went berserk. I think I'll have to help.
I think there's something wrong, and I think you know it.
He didn't answer. I am worried.
What about Rachel and Garth?
They'll be all right. They're only in the transport tubes. Keeble wouldn't go any further than that without getting a clearance. He knows perfectly well how Pete feels about anyone, even ourselves, going anywhere near his precious experimental bunkers.
No, I don't think we should take a chance. Now, I want you to get them out of there now. Please, Doctor!
Harry Keeble, report, please. Harry Keeble, report, please. What the devil's the matter with the tube grills? They've got into the transport tubes. We have to warn Keeble before he leads them in there. I mean, he's been stung 1,000 times. He has a certain natural immunity, but Rachel and Garth are another matter. Harry Keeble, answer, please. Answer. Harry Keeble, identify your location. Remain where you are. Stay exactly where you are. Open no irises. Unidentified swarms loose in service galleries and transport tubes. Harry Keeble, answer, please.
Harry Keeble, what's up, Dr. Marshall?
Identify your location, Harry.
Tube A17. We're on our way back to help. Did you know some of the bees got loose?
They've got into the service galleries, Harry, and into some of the transport tubes. I don't know yet which ones. You'll have to stay wherever you are until I can get through to Pete.
Don't worry, Dr. Marshall. We'll be all right. We won't upset them. But I better get back and give Pete a hand.
No, don't risk it. Listen, Harry. They've been beating against the iris from the tropical gardens. A lot of them have gone berserk. Wait where you are.
Oh!
Ron?
What's going on? What happened to you? It's not possible. I don't believe it. It's just not possible in this world or any other world.
What did you hear? Now tell us.
I couldn't believe it if I saw it with my own eyes. We've got to get out of here. All of us. All of us. We've got to seal this place up so no one can ever get in here again. And nothing inside can ever get out.
worried.
You know they've gone berserk. I got one swarm back, and 2 others got out, then another. There must be 3 swarms all over the passage, and you want to know why? Right there! There! That idiot!
Well, it can't be helped. They'll calm down.
Will they? You ought to hear them. They've gone wild. You provoked them! You mocked them with simulations of their own voices. You insulted them. You irritated the membranes of their oral mechanisms.
What are you saying?
His insults and have upset the entire place.
It's ridiculous. Insects don't have feelings. Why, they're not even aware of us, unless we get in their way. But to ascribe some kind of feelings or some kind of intelligence, is plain nonsense.
What do you know about it? How much time have you spent in study? How much of your life have you spent with nature's brightest, sanest, most productive creatures? Your ignorance is beneath contempt.
That isn't important now, because Keeble has Rachel and Garth on a tour of the tubes. Now, I've told them to stay put, but they're stuck there until we get the swarms out.
Stuck? Stuck where? I don't want them in that tube. I banned them, I closed them off. I don't want anybody interfering with my experiments.
Stop it! There are 2 people who have never done anything to you in danger. Keeble is with them. Loyal Harry Keeble, who would do anything for you. I had a terrible time talking him into staying there with them. How safe do you think he'd be trying to get through those swarms without his net and gloves? My love, you have got to get through to them. You are the only one who can handle those bees.
You know, sometimes I think as a bee lady, you're a bust. I'll go and get him. All right. There. Just take it easy now. Just take it easy.
Dr. Pete interrupted us. You never told me what you heard.
Didn't I?
No, you didn't.
I mean, you hear a lot. I can't put my finger on it.
Now, Kalisher, I think you did hear something. I want to know what.
I don't know for sure. I'll have to check it out. One thing I've learned is not to make hasty judgments. That's why I want to hook into the large computer. So far as I'm concerned, we'll let it collate the facts. Then you can scan the readout yourself, and I wipe my hands with the whole thing.
Tropical Gardens adjacent transport tube A17. Excessive mass reaction. B emanations to infinite power.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's not me talking. That's the computer. Ask Dr. Pete, Dr. Heather.
Do you know what it means?
That is not my field. I know nothing of bee mass. As for an emanation, I've never measured one in my life. I mean, it's all noise to me, from one swarm to a dozen.
Emanation 4 bees.
All the emanations measured in tube A17 comes from 4 bees. Now, you explain it. I can't. Now you know why I ripped those earphones off.
Devin? We saw them.
So what?
The bees. 4 huge bees, this big. We saw them in the garden through the window.
It's true. That's not nonsense bees that size. The whole experience has been too much for you. Now, clear out of here, the whole gang of you. Look, we saw what we saw. You see anything?
Not a thing, Doctor.
Keeble may not have seen them, but Garth did, and I know I did. I'm not making it up. Doesn't anyone believe me?
You saw something, all right.
Then you know I'm not making it up.
I took readings on my sonic equipment. Enormous emanations. They'd have to be huge insects to give off waves like that. You're just guessing, Kalisher. I'm not giving opinions, Dr. Marshall. The computer analyzed the facts. Now, you can quarrel with it if you want to.
You might as well tell us. Even I don't believe your denial.
It began at the time of the Ark accident. Specimens had been noted in the logs for over 200 years. I just began breeding them scientifically in the experimental bunkers. They're gentle, intelligent, Masters of social organization. Incredibly hard workers, producing superior honey in unbelievable quantities. I don't want you around here anymore. You can do irretrievable damage, and as for you three, you found out what you came to learn, so now you can leave. They'd never have escaped if all this hadn't happened. I've got to get them back to the hive. And when I return, I expect to find you gone.
Well, I'm glad you were here. I think Garth and I would begin to doubt we even saw them.
Yeah, well, part of me still did, Rachel. Well, sure, I took the readings, and they told me what to believe, but somehow I couldn't. Not until you actually saw it. And now I'm really curious. I want to know everything about them. Well, it all makes sense. Or does it? That's what I couldn't figure out, where the signals were coming from.
What signals?
The signals to the hives. The thing that upset them and made them swarm. Well, don't you see it? The mutants are controlling the regular bees. Sure, they heard my simulated hum and it upset them. And then they signaled the small bees to swarm and attack. Well, it's not the ordinary bees that are dangerous. They couldn't care less. They're just bees and they obey their own instincts. But the big ones have the intelligence and the power.
Are you saying that Pete won't be able to control them?
I'm not saying anything. This says it all. All it did was make sense of reels of informational output that I gathered without even suspecting its importance. When I ripped my earphones off back here, I had the first horrible hint of something too incredible to even consider. But it was there. Massive signals sent into that garden from a source considerable distance away. The signals were received and absorbed. I know because I read the drop-off right there on my portable equipment. Now what or who received them? I did a simple sonic triangulation, and it fixed on Dr. Marshall. I'm sorry, Dr. Heather. They talk right to him. They give him orders. He's under their control.
You can't mean that.
Oh, I don't mean they give him orders exactly. I wish they did. Then he could sooner or later catch on to them. No, it's subtler than that. It's thought transference or inference or something. And they flatter him, trust him, make him feel like he's one of them. In fact, Doctor, he's no better than their stable boy. Only he doesn't know it.
Computers can be wrong. They're only as good as what's been fed into them. As a matter of fact, that portable equipment isn't very reliable.
Devon, you may say what you like about Ron Kalisher, but you don't question his equipment. He is the foremost in his field.
Look, Devon, it's no fun throwing a fellow scientist's hospitality into his face. I wish I were wrong.
Well, if you're right, you're saying that there are giant mutants out there with superior intelligence and that Dr. Pete is with them. As a matter of fact, he's become their servant.
Well, maybe nothing will come of it.
What do you mean nothing will come of it? They've already attacked you. They surrounded us. They broke into the tubes. And what happens if they break out again? Maybe they'll turn on Dr. Pete.
I think we should bring him in from out there.
You know it has to be done.
No. He'll never agree to it.
Those mutants are a menace. What if they get out? If they can control your husband, they can control anyone.
They do not control him. They do not.
Works as hard as any of the worker bees. He keeps the same hours. He's one of them. Face the facts, Doctor.
Then we will kill the mutants.
He'll never let us do that.
Nevertheless, we will.
But how? You could never get close enough.
The Queen is the key to it. If we kill her, the others will be confused. They won't do a thing.
But they'll be guarding her. We'd have to get through the swarm of little bees, and they'd be ordered to attack at once.
Insecticide. We will inject insecticide into the emergency bunkers. And that will kill the Queen.
Heather, your husband's with them.
Pete. Pete, can you hear me? Pete, can you hear me?
Yes. What is it, Heather?
Could you come back to the lab, please? We have to talk to you.
Yes, I'll be there in a minute. What kind of destruction? What are you doing back there? They've warned him. They can monitor us and they pass the word on to him. Well, they know something's up. They don't know exactly what, but they can read trouble easily enough. Whatever you're planning, I won't hear of it.
My darling, listen to me. Please come back here at once, if only to speak to us. Despite what you think, you are in danger.
This is my laboratory. I rescued it from nothing. These are my bees. I won't have them interfered with. If I have to, I'll protect them with my life.
Better go out there and get him.
I don't like it. They're all aroused, can't you hear them?
You've got protective gear, haven't you? The flowers are thick enough out there, we could sneak out and creep up on Dr. Pete.
He's right, Harry. It's got to be done. As soon as you bring him back in, we'll start funneling the insecticide into the experimental bunkers.
You'll have to use SS25T urethane compound 221. It's a rot control for the vegetation, but it's fatal to most bees.
All right, I'll ready it for the bunker. You're going to have to make absolutely sure that that iris is shut. That stuff kills people, too.
The bees are into the transportation tubes again. A15, A17, and A19.
Seal all tubes. Seal A15, A17, A19.
Tubes A15, A17, and A19 sealed.
Dr. Heather, they're in the air vents.
Seal all air vents to zoological laboratory.
Zoological laboratory air vents sealed.
Get them, Harry. Quickly. All right. We've got to do it now.
All right. As soon as we're through those doors, get them closed fast.
Devin. Don't hurt him.
Getting some activity out there. The small bees are aroused and they sense danger. They've transmitted it to the mutants. The mutants are signaling. Can't make it all out. I haven't fed enough input into the computer yet. It doesn't read enough signals. The mutants have alerted Dr. Pete.
Report on supply of SS25T insecticide.
Feed pipes to experimental bunker charged with 150 units SS25T. Warning, insecticide deadly to insects and human subjects.
Get back. I forbid any approach to the mutants. I can't predict what they'll do. You better come with us, Dr. Marshall. Your wife wants you back in the zoo. Let me go! You think I don't know what you're planning? Well, it won't work. I will not have my program interfered with. We've got him, Dr. Heather!
Release the insecticide 150 units at 100 KSC.
The mutants sense what's happening. They're calling for help from the hives. Insecticide! It's on the ground! Don't forget the door, Keeble! I'll get the iris! How could you do that, Heather? The invaluable heritage of accident and husbandry, a species unknown in all our history. The work of my lifetime.
I had to do it. Even if you hate me, you know that I did it for you. My darling, they dominated you. You didn't know it. None of us did.
Dominate me? Insects dominate me? Your judgment isn't worthy of scientific discipline.
Try to understand why I did it.
I know why you did it, because you listened to him.
I can't get a reading of any kind. I don't get any life signs from the tropical gardens at all.
Well, never mind them. The mutant queen, is she still alive?
I can't get a reading. I don't get any life signs. I'm sorry, Dr. Marshall.
Dr. Heather. He's still unconscious.
He took in too much insecticide. If he hadn't closed that iris.
Will he recover?
Yes. SS25T is deadly, but the additional airspace dissipated the gas below the crucial concentration level, I'm sure of it.
Doctor, I'm getting bee activity in the garden. How many hives do you have altogether?
43.
Well, the emanations are low grade, but healthy. I'd say you haven't lost more than a few stray bees.
What is it, Ron? What are you hearing?
It's not possible. I'm getting signals from the experimental bunker. Look at the small bees have gotten in there.
I doubt it.
It's getting louder. Listen.
It didn't work. It didn't work. They're stronger than we thought.
Maybe the open iris dissipated the insecticide.
What does it matter? The queen is alive. And this time nobody will touch her. Do you understand that? No one. She's fooled you. She's fooled a lot of you. She's saved.
Report concentration level, insecticide, experimental bunkers.
Concentration level SS25T, experimental bunker achieved main maximum 17.53 units per cubic liter. Gas now exhausted.
Was dose administered sufficient to be lethal?
Dose administered exceeds lethal dose 6 times.
You heard that?
I did.
Does that mean that they can't be killed?
It means they're virtually indestructible, at least by insecticide.
I would never have thought it, Heather.
As long as we can control them, they're just like any other species with its place in the universe. But if they turn on you, what do we do then? How do we cope?
They will turn on us now, you know. They're no fools. Their brain pan is larger proportionately than a dolphin's. They have a wealth of sensory organs whose function can only be guessed at. And what you've done, a foolish, misbegotten attempt to gas them, can only turn them against me, too. I shall never be able to walk into their presence again. Do you know the weight of venom that they can inject in a single sting? Do you know its strength? The cube root of the difference in mass between an ordinary bee and a mutant. As to their mandibles, they can bite through a human thorax without stopping for breath.
Then we have no choice. We have to eliminate them.
We'll do everything we can to help you, Heather.
We'll need help. We have to be sure to get them all, even the larvae.
Not the larvae.
You must have a brood hundreds strong. Only hope we can find where they secreted the stuff.
But if the insecticide didn't work?
Temperature. They slow at 55 degrees Fahrenheit, more so at 50. We'll drop the temperature to 50, perhaps even 45 to be quite sure. And then when they're numb, we'll inject the pure SS25T into their systems. And my darling, you have to do it.
Dr. Heather, he's really no better.
All we can do is hope that the injection works. I don't think he had a lethal dose. No one else is feeling the after effects.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you breathing deeply?
Yes.
Feeling faintly nauseous?
Yes. So am I.
So am I. Open air vents, open air vents. Restore full oxygen supply, Central Zoological Laboratory.
Vents open, full oxygen supply restored.
The activity's increasing.
Well, that's to be expected.
Oh, but not this level, Doctor. Listen, it's massive.
It's almost as if they could read our thoughts.
Your thoughts? You're the one they're sensitive to. They send you their emanations like radar, and then they wait for the reflections. How else could they be aware of everything that goes on in this room?
Mustn't waste time. We must do the thing at once.
Wait, listen. I'm getting readings close by. Not the tropical gardens, but the small bees. They're swarming again.
Heather, check the tubes.
Report insect presence in supply galleries and transport tubes.
Tube A15 occupied by swarm, 55% mass of normal hive.
They've gotten out of here. They surrounded us in here.
Close all air vents, Central Zoological Laboratory. Repeat, close all air vents, Central Zoological Laboratory.
Dr. Heather!
He's dead. Temperature gauge, interior experimental bunkers.
Reading 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Update, reading 75.33 degrees.
Reduce temperature rapidly to 50 degrees. Repeat, reduce temperature experimental bunkers to 50 degrees.
Temperature declining. Reading now 73.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Declining and counting.
Don't blame yourself for Keeble's death. None of us could have known. He would never have been overcome so easily if he hadn't already been weakened by the insecticide.
I regret losing the species. I'm nearly ready.
You won't let them influence you again.
No. I know now what has to be done.
You wear protective gear?
No, I don't need it. The worker guards trust me, and so when I get to the Queen, she'll be totally immobilized. Once she's gone, the others are useless.
Hey, please don't be worried. Dr. Pete's going to do everything he has to. No one knows more than he does.
You don't have to reassure me. I don't need that. I know we're locked in here fighting beasts with powers we can't even guess at.
You're right. I think you're very brave.
Not really. But I appreciate what you're trying to do. Actually, I'd rather know the truth, whatever it is.
Well, I don't know everything they're doing. The place has been full of signals. They've already blocked most of our tubes and flooded into the galleries. Bees from every one of the small hives have been dispatched to carry out orders.
How long do you think we can breathe in here?
Dr. Heather?
Estimate air supply, Central Zoological Laboratory, 6-person average mass.
17 minutes air supply, remaining at full capacity, 6-person average mass.
Temperature reading experimental bunkers.
Experimental bunkers temperature reading 51.1 degrees declining, 50 degrees and holding.
Dr. Heather, I'm getting emanations from the service module directly behind the experimental bunkers. What's in the service module?
The temperature control mechanism.
They've sent the small bees there to get the temperature up again. They know what we've been doing.
They know everything we do in here. And they can read me like a book. They're incredibly clever. Well, I'm ready to go.
I'll come with you, Doctor.
No, not now. It's too dangerous. We can't be sure that the temperature has really immobilized them. But when I am sure, I'll call for you. Stand by.
Report on life signs in galleries, service areas, transport tubes.
All galleries, all service areas, all transport tubes now occupied by average approximately 10,000 bees per area.
Report on method of entry.
Irises remain closed. One air vent each passage wedged open by bodies of bees, permitting minimal entry slit.
If cold kills, why don't you drop the temperature 50 degrees? Surely we could survive that long enough to kill them.
Immediate reduction temperature, all galleries, service areas, transport tubes to 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
Temperature gauge controls inoperable. Repeat, temperature gauge controls inoperable. Wedged in present state by packed bee bodies.
If this is war, I know who's winning it.
Dr. Heather, it's a message from Dr. Marshall.
A message?
Yes. Yes, the carrier waves are the emanations from the giant bees, but the modulation reads out in Dr. Marshall's cadences. His syntax.
What does he say?
He wants you out there, Devon. In the bunker.
Why couldn't he have used the communication channel?
I don't like it, Devon. I don't think you should go.
And Rachel's right. I've got to go, Garth. And I'm going with you.
No, he wants you alone. And you're not to wear protective gear. It might provoke the bees. He says you'll be perfectly safe.
Devon, I don't trust my instincts anymore, but I think you should listen to Rachel. Don't go.
I'll be all right, Heather. If anything happens, it's up to the rest of you. You didn't do it, did you?
Kill her? No, I don't think it would have worked. She's too strong. Her system can cope with any kind of pollution, poison, insecticide. Does that surprise you?
I get less and less surprised by everything that happens in this place, Dr. Marshall.
I can still be shocked, but more in wonderment than in fear. For instance, these mutants have the most perfect social organization in the universe. Yes, they do. Far superior in intelligence and in every way. Rats, ants, you name it. It'd be a crime now to try and harm them.
I was afraid that once you were near them again, that they'd influence you.
You must be careful what you say. You might provoke her. She's given you safe conduct just as she's given me. To talk.
Talk? With insects?
Not with ordinary insects. Geniuses. Super beings.
What, do you want from me, Dr. Marshall?
Come over to my side. Our side. Help me while I study her.
You don't need my help. What do you really want?
Well, you see, these mutants are the most wonderful creatures, and all they want from us is to help them in certain functions that they're not fitted to perform. And in return for that, they'll allow you and your friends and Heather to live on. He's trying to win Devon over to their side. They're to serve the mutants, and in return, we'll be allowed to live. The mutants are planning to take over all the biospheres and make them into large hives.
And the biospheres are full of people.
Well, the mutants care about that. They have no feelings. They have their own scheme, their own survival to think of. Well, I'm not waiting for that.
What are you going to do, Garth? They've got Devon hostage.
Must be another way into the bunkers.
You can go through the transport tubes, knock in an observation screen. It can be done, but the tubes are full of bees. They'll attack him. I have some gear. That'll get you through the small bees at least. This will do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the Queen Bee. What do I do when I get there?
Well, if you could get to the temperature controls, you could freeze them.
I could try.
No, that's too risky. The bees have jammed the controls. Look, there is a way. This is for the quick freezing of lab specimens. It reduces anything that it sprays to 100 degrees below zero. No specimen can survive it.
Garth, you'll have to hurry. The bees are swarming out of the tropical garden. In a few minutes, they'll have control of the whole station.
Good luck.
We haven't got much time left, Devon. I want your decision. And let me caution you that the wrong decision may cost all of you your lives.
Don't listen to them, Doctor. They're using you. You're our species, not theirs. What do they want you for, except as some kind of a servant? No. You're against every scientific thing you ever believed in.
It's enough. You've said quite enough already. There's no way that you're going to get out of here alive.
Don't do it. She wants to live. She has so much to give. She's changed her mind. She's telling me that she doesn't really want to take over the biospheres. She's dying! Devon, stop him, please. We can still save her.
Heather.
You're free of them.
Yes. Yes, I am. And the little ones, where are they?
Swarming everywhere. All over the station. It'll take you days to get them back into their hives.
I'm so glad they're safe.
You know, I used to like honey. I've seen enough bees to last me the rest of my life.
Island treasure was mine.
You can win $1,000 of it.
$1,000?
Just check the treasure chest and specially marked boxes of Captain Crunch cereal for a coin that says you win.
I won.
I'll give you $1,000 to save, or buy something special, or treat your family.
I'll get it.
For free treasure coins, write Treasure Hunt, Box 789, Young America, Minnesota, 55399. Chance to win is about 1 in 56,000.
Nice tip there.
Message for Ronald McDonald.
I do believe this mailbox is addressing me. McDonald's Happy Meal.
Hamburger.
Surprise! All regular size.
Now that's what I call special delivery.
Skiing? Gymnastics?
When you buy a McDonald's Good Sports Happy Meal, you get sports games, cutouts, even sports quizzes, plus a surprise inside. 4 different Good Sports Happy Meal boxes at participating McDonald's. Catch 8 is Enough, weekdays at 3 o'clock on 30.
So the captain just got this, and this is timing right here. This is a disturbance in the Force, the how and why the Star Wars Holiday Special happened. I just got this yesterday. I'm going to start reading it tonight. I know that the reason Mark Hamill has a ton of makeup on is because this is right after his accident that buggered up his face. But I love reading. I probably got like 300 books on Star Wars, whether there be the actual just regular Star Wars books or just like reference guides, all that fun stuff. Because I am a Star Wars nerd. I will be a Star Wars nerd until the day I die. So I am not gonna lie, I love that stuff. So I hope you guys dig Starlost. Like I said, 1 episode left, and we're done with Starlost. Fun show, very dated. You know, everybody says, "Oh, it definitely looks like it was made by the BBC. Definitely made it look like a Doctor Who episode." But they tried, and they you know, it was early 70s, so they didn't do a horrible job. And yes, they did. You had to introduce a sci-fi guys, you know, because they had to do Chekhov or Oro, but they did. I think they did a pretty good job. It's a fun series. I don't think it was as bad as Harlan Ellison told me it was, but it's not great. But it's still not horrible. So we're going to keep it trucking, and we're going to go over to some Visitor. Visitor was one I watched when it came out and then forgot all about it until about 3 weeks ago when I rediscovered the pilot episode. I kind of liked it. I like the idea. I like the, this one is one of the ones, the end is the one that caught me, and I remember it vividly once I saw it again, it like, boom, fresh in my brain pan. It was cool. I love the idea of a pilot getting lost in the Bermuda Triangle, being brought back years later. The whole alien aspect, it was so good, and it was a very good show to lead into Millennium. You know, that whole Friday Night Fox thing, which is great because we're doing Friday nights, and we're doing it on Friday night. So here you guys go. This is Visitor Episode 2, Devil's Rainbow. Enjoy.
Friday. 50 years ago, Navy pilot Adam MacArthur was abducted by aliens. Now, he's returned with an incredible mission.
Things are happening. Things that could affect the course of history. And I have to interfere before it's too late.
We've got a breach.
Shut it down! Now!
What do you want with those records? Clearly, those are the people that he's targeting.
What if I told you that I could calculate the destiny of mankind? This calculation forecasts the end of life for our entire species.
I think he might be trying to build a bomb.
I think he's trying to create hell on Earth. All life is connected. Just have to open your eyes.
This could be a very dangerous person.
Your mind is an amazing adventure, just waiting to happen. If you open yourself up to the idea that you can instead of can't, you'll amaze yourself.
Need him alive.
We just need him.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Come on, MacArthur.
another step on it. We gotta get back to the base.
Hold on to your hats, boys. Almost home.
And he gets one up and out and over to left center. And up the middle it goes. I can't hold his position. Now! Go, everybody out!
I gotta move us out of here, Colonel.
You just say where you are.
Come on, lady, out. Come on, MacArthur. Get off the bus. Come on.
Keep your stop. Let's go!
He's coming on. I know he's coming on.
Keep running. Get away from the bus. Go!
I know you're coming off the bus. Get off the bus, MacArthur.
We're out of time, Colonel.
You have violated U.S. airspace. If you do not land immediately, we will be forced to shoot you down. It's coming right at us. You are ready and free to engage unknown. Occupant loaded. It's a hit. What did you see? Unidentified, sir. An unidentified flying object.
Hey, Constance, how about another beer?
You give me one more damn minute of trouble.
Hello? Are you okay?
Gave me a jump. Can I help you?
No. Can I give you a hand?
No. Well, maybe. I'm trying to fix this incredibly annoying glass washing thingy, and I think I just made it worse.
Let me take a look.
Well, it works half the time, which I guess is okay, since that's about twice as much as it gets used. Business is kind of slow. Oh no, you don't have to.
Not a problem.
Well, can I get you a drink on the house?
Got a sarsaparilla?
Yes, it's your lucky day.
Boy, I haven't seen one of these in a long time.
So, where's your bus?
Mechanical problems.
She had a prairie dog?
Yeah, big one.
So you decided to just stick around and mingle with the good people of Gerard?
No. Going to see a friend up at the air base.
The old air base?
Mm-hmm.
It was shut down about 20 years ago.
The air base is gone.
What was it about this town that gave you the impression it might still be here?
Right.
Yeah, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Most of the time. How about you?
No. I haven't got a clue. Runs in the family, cluelessness.
That sounds like an excuse. Usually they just get in the way of the truth.
So you're an expert.
Made a few excuses in my time.
Well, most men have.
Well, sometimes they learn from their mistakes.
Not the ones I've met.
That sounds like another excuse.
Yeah. You're spooky.
I just now listen.
Harrison, Montgomery, follow the track. Yes, sir. Is there a test negative, sir?
Colonel. There are no tracks, no bodies, and none of the people saw anything. He must have burned with the bus.
You haven't seen enough people die to have opinions, Sergeant. People don't just disappear, not even him. Look again.
Yes, sir. Local enforcement traffic inbound. 20 minutes, 15 worst case. FBI has the call.
We're out of here in 10. Roll the truck. And a full tax squad. Rendezvous, 1,500 hours. County line.
There was a tune that you could honk. The Glenn Miller Orchestra, not like this paplum.
Here's about time, Monroe. I was a whisker shy of giving away your room and selling your kid.
Huh. Found someone you like better, huh? Always figured it was just a matter of time. Well, he's younger than me, I'll give you that.
It's a strong start, Monroe.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need it. The creek is up. Way up. You got the right stuff, son?
What do you mean?
I mean your drink. What's your elixir of choice?
Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla. Sad to say, I am no longer in a sarsaparilla mood.
Monroe, you haven't been in that mood since I've known you.
Oh, there was a time. Days passed before your daddy left. Yeah, well, all that's changed. Everything except this place.
I hear that serenade in blue. I'm somewhere in another world alone with you. Sharing all the joys we used to
Let's dance.
Many more.
I'll never leave you, Jason.
This is going away.
Once again your face comes back to me, just like the theme of some forgotten melody.
That child is a creature of surpassing beauty. Folks up here call this God's country. Well, that surely is one of God's children. Then, of course, folks don't know what I know.
About her father?
Jason. He was a bum. And her husband was worse. Good riddance to both of them.
Tell me more. I need to know.
Sir, Bravo unit reports all clear through the town. We have a unit sweeping to the east, but they've seen nothing bigger than prairie dogs.
Arthur's here. I know it. He's trying to get to the mountain.
All right. Listen. What I'm gonna tell you, either folks don't know or they don't want to know. But I've seen it. Up there on that mountain. I'm talking about the fire all wiggling and cracking and colors and just flashing on the sky.
Sounds like a thunderstorm to me.
Thunderstorm. Hell. Yeah.
I believe you. Okay, you gotta help me get into that mountain.
It can't be done, I told you. Listen, I worked on that thing. I was on the crew that dug the tunnels. Oh, we worked in dust so thick you can push the air aside with your hand.
Monroe.
What?
Listen to me. There's a way into that mountain. It's why I came looking for you.
Me? You can't stop them. Don't you understand? I saw it. I mean, I told people, and they just treat me like I'm some crazy coot. All right? You know what they call it? Huh? The devil's rainbow. You listen to me. Before the sun sets tomorrow, we're gonna see the devil's rainbow.
Fine. Crazy bastard. He's gone full metal jacket on us.
Gives a whole new meaning to the phrase tourist trap.
We better find him before it gets worse.
But him who? Vice or MacArthur?
Don't make no difference. Them two boys mixed up thick in the pot of gumbo. You ain't take a bite out of one without getting a taste of the other.
Yeah, but what the heck they doing all the way up here in prairie dog land?
It's just the kind of country them NSA boys like to hide things in. You ever been to Roswell?
You don't get paid to speculate, gentlemen. Let's pick up the scent. Find some hard answers.
What? What do you know about that mountain?
Don't pay any attention to him. This is just country superstition.
Never seen anything, never felt an earthquake.
Well, sure. You know, northern lights. And where do you think all those mountains come from? I mean, we're bound to feel a quake every now and again.
And what about that creek?
I will take melting snow for 200. Nobody up here has more than half a brain left. And that half is usually pickled.
Well, that sounds like a good excuse.
Why do you care?
What's up there is part of the reason I came back.
What's the other part?
The other part's for me.
Don't leave.
I wish you weren't leaving.
I'm not leaving. I'm just going away for a little bit.
I know you're not flying, but still.
Survival training, jumping around the sand like a bunch of ants. You just take care of our son.
What When he's old enough to know what that means, I want it to still be true. Our son, Adam.
Nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm not going anywhere.
My love has come along. My lonely days are over.
You'll never get past the fence.
Lock again.
It's like Monroe. It never starts before noon.
Try it.
How did you do that?
Hang on. Here, hold this. Don't even think about going without me. Go on. What are you waiting for? Go on.
Well, we have our own schedule in here, and it doesn't bend for anyone. Now, I've got a test to run in under an hour, so state your business.
Sir, I believe a fugitive I've been tracking in this area will try to penetrate this facility.
He can attempt all he likes, he won't get in. You know that better than anyone, Vice. You spec'd the blueprints. It was one of your first jobs, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. And I'm recommending you upgrade your security detail and go to maximum alert.
Who is this guy?
A serious threat.
Well, you better tag him quick, Colonel. We light the torch in 49 minutes. If he's topside, he's gonna fry like whitefish on a skillet. And if he's down here, you are.
Sergeant Newland, report to Section 5. Next lockdown check, 1100 hours.
That's it. Only a few of us worked on them. The main vent shafts are up there behind the ridge a ways.
Well, that would be behind the fence.
It's the only way to get there. Of course, then you gotta get up the mountain in one piece.
Exactly. Let's go back.
And you're not done yet. Then you gotta figure out how to get down them. It's 2,000 feet. No, can't be done. You're falling on your own pitchfork.
You know, they teach pilots to bail out of their aircraft to 2,000
They usually give them a parachute.
Or a pension.
feet. Okay, you two go back. I can't put anybody else in danger. I'll see you back at the bar.
Come on, we gotta get out of here.
We're going nowhere.
Bet you a two-spot I can get ice cold sarsaparilla in here.
I'll take that bet.
Any sign of your boy?
No, sir.
We should swing the energy transfer hinge today. Get more juice out than we have to put in to light it. Been working for this for a long time. A lot of blood, sweat, and dollars. Don't let anything happen to screw this up, Colonel.
4 minutes to threshold.
Is that understood?
4 minutes to
I'm as
threshold.
invested in this as you are, General.
I somehow think your payout doesn't quite match mine.
No, sir, it doesn't. My sights are set a bit higher than yours. No pun intended.
No, I wouldn't expect one from you.
Rectal scan cleared.
All chamber technicians to lab stations. All chamber technicians to lab station.
After you, Colonel. Wonder if you'll even recognize your old friend.
There it is. Out of all the junk you collected, the one true gem. Pun intended. As far as I'm concerned, wherever it came from, whoever made it, the day you found this hunk of extraterrestrial pixie dust, you justified your entire program.
2 minutes to threshold. 2 minutes to threshold. Containment chamber isolation commencing.
See what the ultimate weapon looks like, Vice? Hang around. Whoever came up with the nickname the Devil's Rainbow wasn't that far off. Let's get to the lab. It's gonna get hot in here.
Y'all feel that? Yes, Mother. It was a good-sized earthquake.
We figured you were choking a bullfrog.
I was.
Dalton, Charlene Dalton. That's the name on the liquor license. She's the owner of the bar. Call me as soon as you have anything. Anything.
Where is everybody in this bird?
Can't tell you. I thought y'all might want to throw a glance at this.
MacArthur. 1940.
This boy has found the fountain of youth.
You know, I'm starting to get a feeling like we've fallen down a rabbit hole, boys.
Where in hell is everybody?
You felt it and you saw it. Hey, I may have an occasional beer, but you saw that. I'm no more insane than you are.
Come on, we've got to go get Adam.
Are you insane? Do you know what they'll do to us if they catch us up there?
Monroe, get in or you're walking.
Charlie.
You are trespassing on U.S. government property. We will escort you off this property immediately.
ADF has signal lock, 225 magnetic.
Security detail intercepted 2 civilians at the perimeter fence. Spanked them and sped them.
Either one your boy?
No.
I don't need any more attention up here, Vice. The last thing I want is another Area 51 fiasco.
2 echoes in sector 4.
Nothing for him to tell.
Well, your fugitive listened to someone who told him.
I don't think anybody did.
Oh, so he's invisible and clairvoyant, huh?
No, sir. But as sure as a bear squats in the woods, he knows how to use a rainbow crystal.
Don't bet more than a week's pay on that. Nobody knows how to use it. We're just scratching the surface here, Colonel. Our best estimate is that we're still under 5%, and we can only maintain that for a few seconds. Now, can you understand what we could do if we could get 100% continuous output?
He understands. He
He's done it.
Are you telling me you have a live extraterrestrial running loose around my facility?
Some days a bear squats on you, sir.
Oh my God. But there's no way in.
You better hope that's true, because if there is, he'll find it. That you can bet on.
Surface sector swept. We are locked down until we have any hostiles neutralized, or I am certain we do not have a penetration. All right, we're buttoned down tighter than a gnat's ass.
You should brush up on your invertebrate biology. And then tell me what the hell this is.
No, it wasn't part of the original design. We couldn't get enough venting in the main tunnel.
So you just drew big wide holes in the rock. The air from those shafts comes up at nearly 200 miles an hour. Nobody thought it would be a security problem. Can somebody get this damn door open?
Stars for this.
Locked and loaded. Yes, sir. Locked and loaded. Done. Let's go. Move. Move. 3-man fighter batter. Phantom! I want him and I want that crystal. Go, go, go.
Is this what that was all about? You stole it?
Rescuing would be more in the right spirit. It doesn't belong to those people and they shouldn't have it.
What is it?
This is what makes what Monroe calls the devil's rainbow. It's like a magnifying glass. Only it magnifies energy, not light.
Why did you rescue it?
Because it's a weapon in the wrong hands. We're not ready for it. We haven't earned it. It's like giving guns to chimpanzees. We don't know how to use this without hurting ourselves.
Forget about the chimps. I don't think humans should have guns. At least not the humans that were aiming them at Monroe and me.
Wilcox here. Yes, go ahead, Mother. Right. Adam. You mean Adam MacArthur? Charlotte MacArthur. She's his granddaughter. The woman who owns the bar is MacArthur's granddaughter. Okay, thank you, Mother, thank you. Got it. Go!
I am going.
I know that if you look at the big picture, my problems really don't rate. I mean, there are too many stars in the sky to count. So what does that make us? I think it makes us too small to see.
It makes us us. That's enough. You've been looking through the wrong end of the telescope, Charlie. Doesn't matter how big we seem. Every piece matters. Every piece means something.
This was my grandmother's place. No matter what bad things happened, it stayed in the family. Maybe it was meant to remind me that there's beauty back there somewhere. Maybe not. Sometimes it feels like it's a noose tightening around my neck. But I can't walk away because it was Grant's.
Where's she now? Your grandmother.
Last time I saw her, she was in a nursing home in Florida. But that was years ago. She didn't know me. I remember going on picnics, just the two of us. And she filled my head up with all these stories about her life and the war and her husband. And I couldn't have been more than 5 or 6, but I could hear the bitterness. This is Grant. Constance MacArthur.
Hey, right there. Hold that. Yeah. What? That's nice. Smile now. One more. Let me see your teeth. Why you look so sad?
She bought this bar with the pension after her husband died in a plane crash. It's ironic, really, because the war had already ended. All those flights over enemy territory, dodging flak, fighters, the glory of war. No, he crashed in the water 50 miles off Florida. And I don't think she ever forgave him. Not for dying. For leaving. Like my father left. Like my husband left. Like all men leave. Like you're gonna leave.
Somebody needs a drink coming out here this time of night. Who is it?
Everyone out front in 10 seconds or I'll level this shack. 10, 9.
Oh, who are we kidding? 3, 2, 1.
Get down! Take the girl, drop it back. Go, I'll be right out.
Come out, MacArthur, or the next one's live. 10 seconds. 9, 8.
Stand down, boys.
7,
First impression tells me this is just a rivet beyond Full Metal Jacket.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Don't make me shoot you, boys.
Let's see what you're made of, Wilcox.
Boys!
1.
Colonel! Got your crystal.
We know that. Toss it out. Exit the bar with your hands in the air.
I can't do that.
Fine. I'll blow up the whole damn building.
Then you won't get the crystal.
If we can't have it, son, neither can you. I'm counting again, MacArthur.
Boys, stand down. Nobody needs to get hurt here.
5, 4.
He's bluffing.
2. Have it your way. 1.
Colonel Vines, you hear me? Turn around, look at me.
Quit whining, Wilcox.
I did my tour. This behavior is unacceptable. Even in war.
That's right, but this is war. And I'm the last line of defense. Unless you got something else you want to say to me. I'm leaving. Till next time.
Count on it.
I can't stay. I don't have a choice.
Everybody has a choice.
You don't understand.
I don't understand what? That you walked into my life, and you stayed for a moment, and you walked right back out? No, I got it.
Every moment matters, Charlie. Even if you just hold it briefly in your heart, it's worthwhile. It means you're free.
It's either that or emptiness. How can you tell the difference?
Because you listen for echoes. And if you don't hear them, you're free. You have to know this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I'll never leave you.
Just going away. Okay. Go. Go. You gonna tell me who you are?
The answer isn't that far away. You just have to open your eyes.
Charlie? Here, take a look.
your scenes from the next episode of The Visitor.
Whatever is generating these signals is getting closer.
4.
I know that you're receiving signals from deep space because I'm hearing them too.
Contact. An all-new Visitor, next Friday at 8/7 Central on Fox. Last year on the season finale of The X-Files, Fox Mulder was hoaxed by a clever but fake alien autopsy, and Dana Scully, his partner, testified against him.
I come here today to report on the illegitimacy of Agent Mulder's work.
What could such betrayal do to a man like Mulder?
Agent Mulder died late last night from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
The world is waiting for the season premiere of The X-Files, November 2nd on Fox. Now, the time is near for the millennium.
Super golden crisp. Rocks in the box, rolls in the bowl, and the taste is solid gold.
Oh, golden parts of wheat. Got a crunch just crisp and bold. Gets me moving and grooving with a taste of solid gold.
Post Super Golden Crisp cereal, part of this nutritious breakfast with a taste that's solid gold.
Basic research by scientists nationwide is top priority with the March of Dimes and its fight against birth defects. Support the March of Dimes.
Favorite holiday songs on the Solid Gold Christmas Special, Friday at 8 on Channel 2.
There's only one two.
So, on the whim the other day, I ordered this book called The Black Box Chronicles. It is from Magnetic Press. This is done by a ton of different artists. It's written by one guy. It has an overlying story arc about these black boxes and space travel. The black boxes, you know, people would recover them and stuff like that. And it has a companion book, which is really cool. It is a hardback, and it's got all the designs of the ships and stuff that appear in, and it gives like the you know, history to the stuff that you just read. So you read that and then go check this out. I mean, it shows what the apartments look like. It shows like the ships that are in there, and it basically exists in a universe where space travel becomes affordable for the everyday man, and it goes from there. And it's pretty cool. I dig the one called The Loop, which is about a race around a moon, in like a moon or like a big satellite. But yeah, check these out. They are from Magnetic Press. They are a little pricey, but they are, you know, trade paperbacks. This is a hardback trade. They're $24.99 on that one, and $19.99 on that one. Boom. But they are really well printed. I mean, these are crazy good, really good artwork on most of them. Not gonna lie, there's a couple ones I'm not a fan of the artwork, but that's what you get when you get anthologies done by several different people. But man, it's good stuff. Let's see, we'll go here. Yeah, there's The Loop. Boom, over here. And some of the artwork. But yeah, check it out. Black Box Chronicles and the Black Box Design Space from Magnetic Press. Check them out. So I hope you guys like The Visitor, still like The Visitor. Because I'm going back to a show now that I aired a couple episodes, and it's hokey and goofy, and it's what happens when you order you know, RoboCop off Wish, or now Temu, because I think Wish is gone. But this is Superforce. Very goofy. I'm not gonna lie. The guy looks like Cyrax from Mortal Kombat, and I will die on that hill that he looks like one of the robot ninjas from Mortal Kombat. Isn't that right, Vince? Say yep. Nope. What you gonna say? Hi to everybody?
No.
No, you're not gonna say hi to everybody. So, Vince just had to make an appearance. That's all he had to do. He just swung over here because he's over there hanging out, playing on his phone. By the way, Vince is learning how to play drums. Now I have to buy the boy a drum kit, right?
Right.
For Christmas.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be noisy here real soon. But this kid is memorizing everything. He watched videos like, and he remembers everything. I was like, this is going to be sad because this kid's going to blow me away. He's going to blow away everybody else on drums because he just can memorize everything. But here you guys go after my visit from Vince. This is Superforce episode 2, season 1, and As God Is My Witness. Enjoy.
It is a year 2020, and the world has changed. Astronaut Zach Stone has returned from a 2-year mission to Mars. Armed with a prototype spacesuit adapted for the streets, Stone is given the power to fight crime and establish order. In 2020, times are tough. This man's tougher.
Good night, Mr. Valens. It's a shame the paper clothing didn't go over.
What can you do? My wife told me it wouldn't work. Henry, she said, people don't want to wear trees. Claire, I wonder, could you walk with me to the Bullet?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Valens. My ride's right here.
See you in the morning. And don't forget to put in for your overtime. You worked an extra hour tonight.
Good idea, Henry. Blowing the whistle.
Please. Why are you doing this to me?
Too bad there's nobody to help you. Just like there was nobody to help her.
Hang tight, men. We've got him on the run.
I do wish you could take this a bit more seriously. After all, Zach's life is on the line.
The Killjoys from Planet Ewo speak. And I was just getting into it, y'all.
Yeah, maybe you should get into it, and I'll shoot the gun.
No.
My concern is not fully alleviated, gentlemen. Some of the suit's joints are still vulnerable. Excuse me. Senator Takakura, this...
Hard to believe it isn't really EB, huh?
Try living with the thing. You know, Zach, you may be right about the joints.
Maybe. Do you realize what kind of shot this guy'd have to be to hit me in one of those spots?
Sounds like you got work to do.
Now, the captain will do anything to make sure I don't get a shower.
It was such a shock to find him like that, stretched out on the counter.
But when you last saw Mr. Valens, he'd already locked up, right?
He'd been very jumpy lately. He said weird things were happening. Scary phone calls.
It's been lasered open, just like Valens. By somebody who deliberately had the body as a calling card.
But why? Mr. Valens was such a nice man. Why would somebody kill him?
Man, if I were you, I'd try another brand. anybody do anything, man. Sometimes it seems like it's for just no reason at all.
Raisa, the garage door opener's out again. You've got to call the repairman. Raisa, are you listening to me?
Welcome home, Louise.
Who are you? Where are you?
Go shopping today, Louise? Find any great bargains downtown?
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm not gonna hurt you, Louise. Not yet. But eventually I will. And nobody will come to help you. Just like there was nobody for her.
What are you doing here so late? Thought you'd be playing astronaut at some celebrity ball.
No, I give up all that Cinderella stuff. Now I'm just a dedicated flatfoot.
Daily crime log?
I've been working for days trying to figure out why a 55-year-old clothing store owner was terrorized and then fried.
You checked the protection racket gangs.
Yeah, that wasn't his problem. So I figured I'd see if anything similar's going down in any other precinct. Bingo on the terror part.
You don't mind if an off-duty watch captain tags along, do you?
Dull night in store, huh, boss?
Like my ex-husband said, I figured any night I'm not working is dull.
Can't imagine why. Now this is what I call a high-rent district.
Yeah, Mrs. Dvorak's late husband was a big mucky-muck at Hambra. In charge of the Mam's Apple Pie division.
So why can't they afford any lights? You know, whoever's got the lady of the house scared has got me a tad concerned. You all right? Yeah, you stay here.
been staying at a hotel since this monster, whoever he is, first came around.
He was there again last night, waiting for you.
I guess he knew I'd be coming back eventually. A woman needs her jewelry and her clothes.
This is Dvorak. Have you got any idea what you and the clothing store owner might have in common?
Clothing store owner?
Henry Valance of Valance Clothing downtown.
Oh my God! I was there. The prices are so much lower, you know. I saw that woman. I saw her get killed.
Woman? What woman?
Captain Frost. Won't believe where they just found your car.
This guy's incredible, man. First he almost kills the captain to me, but he steals my car and leaves it here.
With the alarm system functioning perfectly. Step back. See?
What I see is that maybe you don't know your stuff so well after all.
Oh, I don't know my stuff.
My car is here.
Zach, the only thing that could defeat a genuine Hungerford Industries security system is this. A genuine Hungerford Industries disruptor.
You make it so only you can break it. That the idea?
Sort of. Touch it.
You touch it. You're just full of surprises, aren't you? Can I see that for a second? Thanks.
Zach, before Mr. H's untimely change of form, he developed a way to interrupt an electric current without it registering on any internal sensors.
Sounds like a crook's dream toy to me. How does somebody get a hold of one of these gizmos?
He wouldn't. He can't.
He can't? Somebody had to.
Mr. H sold it to the Army. You got any leads on this guy?
Yeah, I'm about to find that out.
Okay.
Thanks.
Here, darling. These are for you. I know how much you like flowers. I had a little setback last night. But I swear, I'll bring you peace.
Excuse me. Where can I find Charles Derby? Thanks.
After you get number 3 rig loaded, shift the microwaves to aisle 4.
Charles Derby?
Yeah, who wants to know?
Zach Stone.
I got nothing to say to the police.
Mr. Derby, this is important.
My daughter's life was important. Where the hell were you then?
Other lives are at stake now. Your daughter was murdered in the street, in full view of witnesses, right?
Witnesses who did nothing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so were they. But that didn't stop them from just standing there and watching while my Julie bled all over the street.
Well, those witnesses are suffering now. Somebody has them marked for death.
He would.
Who would? Who?
Sam.
Who is Sam?
My son-in-law. Sam Sargasso. He was away when it happened. He came back expecting to see Julie, and instead...
Wait a minute. Was Sam in the Army?
Yeah.
Mr. Derby, where can I find Sam Sargasso? Please, tell me where.
Chuck Norris is retired.
Break any ponies today, cowboy?
Hey, Jarhead, you picked the wrong guy to mess with.
You'll fight when it's you in trouble. But when it's somebody else, you didn't care.
He's done nothing to you.
You let my wife die! They all let her die!
The killer has been identified.
He couldn't have been. None of the witnesses could even describe him.
There's new evidence. The police will have the man in custody by the end of the night.
You can't beat me! You can't take away my revenge!
Consciences can punish them. They have to live with themselves.
I fought for those people! My men and I fought for this country! And we came home and nobody even knew!
I know what it's like to come home to nothing, soldier. Believe me, I know.
You don't understand, Ronan. I was an Ichiban Ranger. And Ichiban means best.
Sometimes I think the old saying got it wrong. Peace can be held too.
Sometimes grown-ups touch kids in ways they don't like. I was wrestling with my uncle, and it changed. It felt icky. When touching feels funny, it's hard to know what to do. He said I shouldn't tell anyone. If that ever happens to you, say no. No. Then go. Go. And tell someone you trust. Tell. Say no. Then go. And tell. A message from the American Medical Association.
Hey, B, no way a little dude like you is gonna change my ways.
It's time you were tempted with a taste of nuts and honey.
Hulk Hogan doesn't eat nuts and honey.
You can take this. An unbeatable part of this nutritious breakfast.
That's better than a body slam.
Undefeated.
And still champion.
It's a honey oven, it's Honey Nut Cheerios.
So I hope you guys enjoy Superforce. It's okay. I mean, it's goofy. I enjoy it. It's some people hate it. I'm not gonna lie. There's people who despise this show. I watched it in syndication. I believe late night Saturday night. I used to watch it when I worked at the hotel. So this is probably in repeats when I'm watching it the second time. But yeah, it was really late at night, and I do not know if I watched it when it first aired. I couldn't tell you that. It's one of the ones that kind of just I remember watching. Couldn't tell you when I watched it. But I'm pretty sure I watched it at a hotel because man, I watched so much. You know, like you're there 8 hours, middle of the night when you might have one customer the entire night, so you sit there and watch TV and read or play video games. But yeah, I watched lots and lots and lots of television. I played on the computer a lot, but that wasn't as good because that was dial-up back then, and it was super slow. So, hope you guys had fun tonight. I know I did, bringing you these awesome television shows. I am currently looking already for the stuff to fill in for Space Academy and Starlost. We'll replace those soon. And I want to say thank you to everybody. Thanksgiving was rough, but we got through it. Now we're going to get ready for Christmas, for those, your holiday season, I should say. Because you guys are all over the world, and I don't know what you celebrate. But I want you guys to be happy and healthy. And, right? Yep. So, on that note, remember, Group Therapy TV, Mondays at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I took some time off because it was the holidays and people really don't want to, or too busy. And I get it. So we took a hiatus for a couple episodes, brought an episode and took an episode off. But it'll be back. Don't worry, we'll be back to regular here soon. It'll be a little sporadic till after Christmas. And remember, every Thursday with Talk and Roll on the Talk and Roll channel. You're watching SciFridays and then Saturday morning serials. But you guys are always there. And I want to thank everybody for liking, subscribing, sharing, telling all your friends. Yeah, and the Vince. And I want to thank you guys so much. You guys are so much fun. Amber, like I said, I sent you a message. Got your gift. That is awesome. I probably should hang it up here, but I'm getting ready to rearrange here soon. So I don't want to bring anything, but it is hanging up at the shop. So thank you so much. autumn. I want to thank everybody that hangs out here every week again. You guys are all awesome hanging out in the feed. It's fun. So I'm getting ready to start doing the vinyl reviews. Yes, thumbs up here soon. I'm buying some new vinyl, and I will be debuting a lot of new stuff here soon. I don't want to use used stuff. And Vince is over here donning his hockey mask that some of the people from the Monster Channel gave us. And soon SciFridays is going to go to the Monster Channel, so you can check out old episodes there soon. Let's see. All right. So on that note, I'm going to say goodnight, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. And you guys are all awesome. I love you all. Like I said, remember, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And, Patreon at patreon.com/group therapy TV. Every little bit helps because it helps pay for the, my hosting stuff, my software and all that stuff, and all the funness. And if anybody wants to help me buy Vince's set of drums, I'm just kidding. Have fun, take care, and I'll see y'all there. Captain out.